Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Indiana's offense will get the first swing of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Finds his tight end. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Appalachian State's offense will go to work for the first time today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
Yeah, and I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Price. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the...
Makes the grab at the 10. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Roberts. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Appalachians... turns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Makes a connection. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know, as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got it handled.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They feed him again. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this drive alive.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Robinson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Try to barge their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Fires to the big fella. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. They're going to throw it again. Right down the middle. It's complete. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Price. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Hoosiers have pushed it inside the 20. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air, it's Rourke. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes the connection, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Indiana!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe... makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. It's 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Roberts. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. To the air, it's Aguilar. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds. But the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job on the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. With the catch, it's brought. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Quickly to the tight end. 45-yard line, picked up 10 there and gets a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Absolute shame. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, I myself have been in Shreveport to call the Independence Bowl. What a fantastic experience, and we've had ourselves a fun first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They missed that 56-yard field goal, and now they'll pay for it by giving up good field position at the 39. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, App State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Rourke. Fires to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on second and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Makes a move. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Running with power. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's hard to stop Grant. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. With the catch, it's Horton. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. They'll run the screen. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Price. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back, everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
Finds the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's caught. It's Horton. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No
running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20, the 10, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 35, he's loose. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. First down to start the drive after the break. They're getting this guy lathered up. Runs for the tackle. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Rourke. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On target over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Tucker. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Throws for the tight end. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
video game type numbers now for this QB. He has been virtually unstoppable, and you know the Heisman voters are taking account of what he has done here in this game. He's got over 450 passing yards now.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with a lead, but they might anyway. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense set on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that were being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Akron Zips. taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Zips will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Smashes through the tackle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Maryland Terrapins offense is on the field for the first time today. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Going up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
I tell you what, we hear it all the time. Coaches say balance. We want to run and throw the football, not become predictable. When it's snowing like this, the weather, you might change your mind. You might say, let's run the football a lot more. First possession, already thrown an interception.
Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Fires to the big fella. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive, put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. From the gun, the ground game. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Howard. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Quick strike complete.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw it again. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David. Just giving Some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Final play of the quarter coming. Dropping back, it's Edwards. This time it's complete. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the ground with the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. And the Zips will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Zips will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Holly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try the run. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Terrapins are on the move. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Finley. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it on the right, and he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Zips. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He's back to throw on second down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Zips will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Akron!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Maryland has the ball back. Ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Gets it out fast. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the run.
All right, QB, I got to trust you, man. You already threw one pick. Now that one probably should have picked. You got to give me a reason to feel confident I can drop back and let you throw the football again. Or else this leash maybe gets a little bit short. Maybe we start warming up the righty in the bullpen.
Right on target this time. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They go to the draw. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a man. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Zips. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. That is no good. After the mid.